Graphic content warning. This channel is dedicated to pest control and hunting in all legal forms. If you are likely to be offended by this, then we advise you not to watch. Okay, so shooting's a bit slow this time of year with foliage and grass and whatnot. There's too many hidey holes for the rats and what. So I'm going to change the content a little bit, and I'm going to work on my own equipment, which I've been meaning to do this modification for a while, to be honest. So I've got an LE-32 or LE-032 Rangefinder on my rifle. This one's from Base Optics. They're all branded different, but they're all the same thing. So if you turn it on and set it to range, and you'll see it's reading 6 yards there. So the rangefinder's working. Press the button again and it pauses it. So the rangefinder's working fine. However, a bit of OCD and all that, when it's on the side of the rifle, it's not aligned correctly for my vision or for my sight. I have to read it at an angle, and I don't like that. So today I'm going to show you a modification. It's very easy to do if you're careful. Hopefully I won't break anything, so bear with me. What you're going to need to do this modification is the Allen key to remove the LE-32 from the gun, a selection of picks, a small posi and a small flat drive, a razor blade, and a tiny drop of glue. So let's get down to it. I'll get this off the gun and I'll show you what modification I mean and how we do it. Right then, I've got the LE-032 off the gun. So what I'm going to attempt to do is remove this faceplate, remove this side of the LE-32 internals. I'm going to turn it 45 degrees, as I've got this on the left hand side of my rifle, so it's going to read to the left hand side basically. We'll see what happens. So first thing we're going to do is turn it off, and I've got this velcroed onto the side. So we're going to just untangle that so it's nice and loose there. I'm going to just adjust that so we can get to it. So you're going to use your Stanley blade here, and you're going to try and get underneath this faceplate without scratching it. So if I can get into there. There, I'm under it there, look, and I'm just going to work it round. Be careful of the wire when you're doing this, and work it all the way around, and your faceplate will come up and off. That stays on the wire. So now your faceplate's off, we've got, if I can get it in focus, posi drive screws in the 4 corners. So you get your little posi drive, right. You have to be really careful at this point. What you're going to do is lift this out, but if I scrape in here quickly, you can see that it's actually filled with a foam of some sort which does waterproof it. So you need to work round and just get that layer of that out. As it is fixing it in. So just gently work round and just scrape that layer out. So now that's there, what I want to do is gently tease this end of the internals free using the picks and the razor blade. You might need to actually cut some of this away as well. Be very careful doing this, guys. And it is. We're just about there, guys. Be really careful at this point because this is still attached internally by that ribbon, as you can see. So give this a blow, clean all that crap off it, work out which side it's going to mount on your gun. So mine's going to go on the left hand side, so all I'm going to do is pull this out, all the wires are still attached, turn it 45 degrees, and I'm going to drop it back in there like that. So quick test, I'm just going to point it down there and freeze it, and there you can see it's reading properly now, or properly for the side that I've got it on. So screws back in. It's a perfectly square unit, perfectly square internals, so they just fit straight back in. Just give it a shove, make sure it's in, posi drive. And you can see they're doing up nicely there. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. One thing I will mention is it does mess up your windage and elevation. These LE-32s show you that windage and elevation too. I've never used it myself, so it doesn't concern me at all. So just put the tiniest drop there, back in the middle of that faceplate. That's more than enough. And drop your faceplate back into situ, again at a 45-degree angle. And there we have it. Let me get it mounted on the rifle and I'll show you. There we go, guys, I've got it mounted back on the rifle. As you can see, visually there's no difference. So let's try ranging. So we'll turn it on and range. As you can see now, from the shooter's perspective, that's absolutely brilliant. Really easy mod, just got to be careful, and in my opinion really worth doing, but it's only an OCD thing, it doesn't need to be done. I just prefer it that way. Having it this way on the side as well gives me a left to right ping instead of the up and down ping, which I've also found a lot more accurate. So it's up to you if you want to do it, it's there, I'll put it on my channel, but I think it's a great mod, it's worth doing. Remember, I've voided the warranty on my unit as well. It's now been messed about with, so they're not going to want that back. So it is what it is, it's up to you if you do it. I think it's worth doing. Thanks for watching.